So the 2022 paper, especially paper one, was one of the trickiest papers that I've seen. And it had this 8-mark question at the end, which involves looping over a 2D array, which in this case is this sort of little table here with rows and columns. So you've got to loop over the array to find the asterisks. So let's read the question first. Each time a player answers a question correctly, the ticket array is updated. If their answer is in the ticket array, then it's replaced with an asterisk, which is a little star. An example of the ticket array containing key terms and asterisks is shown in figure 17. So it looks like these ones have been found. The question is, and avoiding all the fluff around it, write a subroutine in Python called check winner that will count the number of asterisks. The subroutine should. So first of all, I'm going to, in Python, I know that subroutine is DEF. And then I've got my subroutine name, so it's def check winner. And I'm going to assume that there's a parameter, which if I read on, the subroutine should take the ticket array as a parameter. So I know that a parameter always goes in brackets after the name. So it's ticket. And hey presto, I've already got 2 marks out of 6. So I can put a little 2 there, why not? And then we've got a colon. I'm just going to do this as I go through. It says count the number of asterisks. So I'm going to have to create a variable called count. And I'm going to start at 0, obviously. Count equals 0. And I'm likely to have to create some kind of if statement. So if the box contains a little asterisk, so I'm going to say if it contains the asterisk is going to have to be classed as a string. If it's this, then output the word bingo if there's 9 asterisks. So print. So what I'm not doing, I'm not giving up when I don't know how to do something. I am carrying on. I'm seeing what I can really attempt quite easily. So I've got the word output and it's bingo. Because as you go through, you can pick up marks for sure for the things you can do. If there are 9, I'll put bingo. So if, again, I'm likely to have to do an if for this. The word if is in there. If count, I'm guessing, equals 9, then it's going to print bingo. So it's going to go to here. Output the total number of asterisks if there's fewer than 9 in there. So output again, so that's going to be another print. And what I've got here, I've got the real structure for probably, I'm thinking, at least 4 out of 8. Now 4 out of 8 is 50%, which is a grade 5. So if I'm looking at a grade 5, you know, getting 4 out of 8 on this question is actually really strong. And then I'll attempt the other bits around it. So I'm going to go, okay, print number of asterisks. So I'm going to go print count. And this will be an else. Print count. I'll just make it as simple as that. So if we look at this, I'm definitely going to get the 2 marks for this. I'm likely to get this mark for selection. And I'm likely to get this mark for count equals 9. So far, I'm thinking, okay, I've got 4 marks. Quite easily. When I could have quite easily given up on this question because it looks quite tough on the surface of it, thinking, all right, actually, I've got 4 marks. I want more. So let's have a look and see if we can solve this algorithm. So now I've kind of planned it here. I'm going to go and I'm going to try and solve it over here. I've got loads of space here to plan, and I'm going to plan it out and try and write my final algorithm. So here I'm going to start with the subroutine name. So I've got def check winner, and the parameter is ticket, and then I'm going to indent this and I'm going to go okay. Let's create the count first. Yeah, I've got to invent that variable for it to exist. I can't just invent it as I use it. Now I know that I can loop over the first three parts of this for I in range, and then 0 to 2, and I can do the same for this, but then I can iterate. I can use a nested iteration statement, just using a different counter. So I'm going to go for I in range, and this is how you do it for a 2D array. 0 to 2, and then inside that I'm going to go for, and they always use I and J in AQA, for J in range, and I'm going to do this 0 to 2 again. So what's going to happen is, this is the outer array, so it's going to go 0 first, and it's going to do these along here. Then it's going to go 1 and do these. Then it's going to go 2 and it's going to do these. And that's how you loop over a 2D array. And no matter what the size of the 2D array, you can change these values. So if it was a 5 by 5 square, for example, you could do 0 to 5 and 0 to 5 within the two loop structures. Now that I've got my two loop structures and I know it's going to loop over the whole thing no matter what, I can then start to do my if statements. And what I'm looking to get 8 out of 8 on this, but actually, if we're looking at the exam game, I'm thinking, all right, if I get 6 or 7 out of 8, it's going to be great. But 8 out of 8 is obviously going to be fantastic. And let's try and solve this. So I've got to indent again. Because I've indented here, I've got to indent here. So I'm going to do my if statement. So I'm going to do if the ticket. This is one of the more complex parts, because this, you can just remember this. If you've got to loop over a table like the one here, you can just remember how to do this. You don't have to really know how it kind of works. But this one is if ticket, and then the thing inside the ticket, which is I, and then the thing inside J equals an asterisk, which is classed as a string. It adds 1 to the count. Again, I'm indenting. So I've got like multiple indents here. I've got my subroutine, then I've got my for loop, then I've got the for loop, then I've got my if statement. Then I'm going to add 1 to the count. Count equals count plus 1. So that now becomes 1 if I found an asterisk. And then beyond that, all I've got to do, because this is going to continue to loop over this structure, I can then go, okay, if, and I'm referring to this now, if the count equals 9, equals 9, and like it says here, I'm going to print bingo, else I'm going to print count. I've got to go indent again, print bingo, else print count. I could concatenate this to make it prettier, but I don't really need to, because it doesn't say that in the algorithm. So there's your answer. Whether I get 8 out of 8, I should do, because it does it does what the question asks it to do. I haven't tested this in Python yet to see if it actually works, because it's a subroutine and it takes in the ticket, and I haven't made the ticket beforehand, so I haven't tested it. But this should fulfill 7 to 8 out of 8 as a minimum. What I wanted to really get across was actually you can easily, on these types of questions, by using abstraction. Now there's other parts to this question back here, but I actually didn't need those. And in fact, when you come to these questions right at the end of your exam, quite often you'll find there's maybe 2 or 3 pages of text that you've got to read. My argument is abstraction is the key. If you just focus on the important details, nothing else matters. And when it says the subroutine should, or your Python code should, or the algorithm should, this is the stuff that you've got to take note of. Obviously, read the question because you've got the scenario there, but this stuff here is all that matters, and you can get half marks as a minimum on every single question, algorithm question, without a doubt. Thanks for watching.